Our next inductee is Leonard from Jennies softball. Megan came to Central Missouri out of Crowder Community College, and in her 2 years with the Jennies, she was a strikeout machine. She owns the Jennies' top 2 single-season strikeout records by a wide margin. Her second best total is 104 more than the next number behind her. In her first season in 2008, she was 20-9 with a 1.07 earned run average and a school record 303 strikeouts. In 2009, she was 18-4 with a 1.06 ERA and 289 strikeouts. At one stretch during that season, she threw an amazing 10 straight complete game shutouts, which still is an NCAA record. And in those 10 games, she struck out 117. It was also during that stretch, with a couple of relief appearances thrown in, that she compiled a sensational string of 83 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings. That is the second longest streak in NCAA Division II history. 19 times that season, she had double figures in strikeouts with a high of 18. Her career earned run average of 1.07 is the best in Jennies history. She threw 3 no-hitters in her career, the most in Jennies history. Her career total of 592 strikeouts is second best in Jennies history, and only 47 behind Hall of Famer Mandee Berg's 639, and Mandee played for 4 seasons. In her 2-year Jennies career, Megan averaged 10.53 strikeouts per 7 innings, the best in Jennies history, and almost 4 strikeouts more than the second best average. Megan lives in her hometown of Purdy and currently works at Dex Media as a marketing consultant. She wants to thank God for providing her with the talent to be a great pitcher. Her family, especially her dad, who would drive her 2.5 hours each way to Broken Arrow, Oklahoma for pitching lessons each week, and whose hard work and dedication made her a better athlete and person. She also wants to thank her coaches at Crowder College, Coach B and Coach Womack, and to Coach Susan Anderson here at UCM for all the help they gave her to make her a tougher person. And finally, she wants to thank all of her teammates, all of whom have made an impact on her life. Now let's enjoy a video tribute to Megan Leonard.
She has so much game presence in the circle, just intimidation. And it's even before she even delivers the pitch. And then once she delivers that pitch, it was just, she pitches mid-60s, lefty. She was just phenomenal. She reminded me of Mandee Berg. Mandee Berg was a teammate of mine, All-American, Hall of Famer here at Central Missouri. If you look in the career record books for Mandee Berg is number 1 or number 2 on almost every career pitching category. And if she is number 2, Megan Leonard's number 1. So as soon as we saw her, I was just like, we got to do whatever we can to get her in a Jennies uniform because she could be that next Mandee Berg.
Megan's by far the best pitcher I've ever caught in all of my career. And the thing that made her different was just her hard work, her dedication, just the command she had of all of her pitches. She would go out there and she would just own the circle. She knew 3 batters ahead of time what she wanted to do.
She was unbelievable in regards to how dominating she was on the mound. She averaged almost 300 strikeouts both years. The defense would always kind of joke around with her and be like, hey, let us play. Because the only time that they ever touched the ball was on a strikeout and Kelly Kirkus throwing the ball around the horn after a strikeout. She had such a fun personality, so highly competitive. When she stepped on that mound, she wanted to get that strikeout.
Being a left-handed pitcher, you don't see that often, and a lot of times when you do face a left-handed pitcher, they don't have the velocity like Megan had. Her curveball was just amazing, and especially on righties, it would just come straight into them, and they would have no clue what to do with it, and they've never seen something like that, especially a pitch that moves that way with the velocity that it had. And then also her rise ball, it was just phenomenal. The best pitch I think I've ever seen a pitcher throw.
She was a force to be reckoned with, and it was so fun to watch her out there on the mound. She came away with 10.5 strikeouts, averaging 10.5 strikeouts per 7 innings. That's phenomenal. And another big thing for her is she tied the NCAA record with the most consecutive scoreless innings of 83 2/3. She threw a 1-hit shutout against Missouri Western to break their 31-game win streak.
Everybody looked up to her. She was usually like one of the first ones to practice. Bullpen, she would stay in the bullpen, do her bullpen workouts until she knew exactly she had everything that she wanted done. It's just the consistency. And so just seeing that work ethic and how hard she worked to become how good she is, it made everybody else want to step up and work just as hard.
She's left a true legacy, and like as a coach, and even as my assistant coaches and everybody that comes through here, like before, whenever I would be looking for pitchers, it would be like I'd compare them to Mandee Berg. Now it's like, is she the next Megan Leonard? To be honest, I don't know if we will ever find another lefty pitcher mid-60s that could dominate the mound like she did. I don't know if that's possible, but we're always out there looking. Anytime that we're at tournaments, we're looking for the next Megan Leonard.
Definitely the impression she's left has been a great one here at UCM. She's probably she is one of the greatest pitchers in UCM history, and it's gonna be everlasting.
When you saw her play, you were just in awe, and I feel completely blessed and honored that I had the opportunity to coach her, because she was such an amazing player. She left her mark in our program. I mean, she left a legacy.
Congratulations, Megan, on being inducted into the UCM Athletic Hall of Fame. This honor is very well deserved. It was an honor to be your catcher and your teammate, and thank you for the memories.
Megan, I was so blessed to have an opportunity to coach you. I am so proud of you, and I am so happy for you because you are so very deserving of this honor, being inducted into the UCM Hall of Fame.